Hey, what is up, everybody? In today's video, as you can tell by the title of this video, we're talking about how much should you price your product or service. Now, this is actually a very good question. The person that asked me this came from a credit repair background, but we're going to answer this in the terms of whatever product, whatever service you are selling to somebody, regardless if you're running ads, regardless if you're just running some organic traffic. Very good question. Obviously, you want to charge as much as you can that people are willing to pay for. Let me give you an example. I have two types of clients that I typically teach. And let me give you an example. I'm not going to say names, but I have one student that is able to generate like around anywhere between 6 to 10K, let's say 10K a day. I have another client that is struggling to pay rent and came to me because it's starting to pay rent, and all their clients were they were always bugging her. They're always calling her up saying, "Hey, when's my credit fixed? When is blah blah X, Y, and Z?" Always just being very annoying, kind of always asking her questions, always hopping on the phone with her, always bugging her to see if any changes or in her credit happens. Um, Two types of clients. Now, one of these clients charge uh, a minimum of 3K. Another client charges $60, $6 per month. Let's just say $60. Which one out of those two do you think has a Lamborghini in the garage? Which one of these two do you think is more successful? It's the one that's charging 3K. Now, there's a reason because of this. It's a lot easier. First of all, when you're trying to sell something, overall, the price doesn't really matter that much. If the person wants it, they're going to buy it. Okay. Let me give you another example with that. I had somebody yesterday, 2 days ago, that's checking out my CRM. Like, yo, I need this. I need this. She didn't have the money. She's like, give me a day. I'll figure this out. And the very next day, she called me up saying, all right, Blade, I borrowed some money. I can do this now. Let's get this party started. And she bought my CRM and the course. And I was so proud of her. I just proved a point to me that if they need it, they're going to figure out how to get the money. I'll give you another example. Like if let's say your brother needs like a $10,000 for surgery, for open heart surgery or something like that, you're gonna do whatever you need to do to get the open heart surgery. So the money is not the problem. Is this product right for them is the problem. And what I was going about when I was talking about that one person that charges like 3K and the other person that charges $60, the person that charges $60, all those people bugged them and they kept annoying them. He had the worst, lowest quality clients. Whereas the person that charges 3K, he didn't have a single problem with those clients. Those are very high quality clients that could afford the money to be able to purchase their service, and they didn't really have any problems. It was just simple as that. So I'm trying to say is with this little metaphor or whatever this is called, I'm trying to say that charging more is, first of all, it's healthier for a business. Charging more is less stressful and will make you more money. So what I'm trying to say with this example is you want to charge the most amount of money that the market allows you to charge. But Blade, how do you figure out how much money the market allows you to charge? Well, that's a very good question. I'm glad you guys asked that. So the way to really figure out how much your market charges, how much your market allows you to charge, is simply by testing it. Yeah, that's simply how you do it. Okay, there's no shortcut. I can't be like, yo, you charge this, you charge this, you charge this. That's not how it works. It's completely dependent upon how much your market is willing to pay for it. So, the best way to describe this. And by the way, stay to the end of this video. I'm going to give you a couple other tips on how to really maximize your profits. Let me get into this real quick. So how to really test this is you need to put out your products. You need to start, and when you're putting out your products, you should understand that as a general rule of thumb, let's say you sell 10 products. And out of those 10 products, 10 people say nothing, don't say anything about the price and they buy. Your price is obviously too cheap. But let's say, 10 of your products, let's say that 4 of them say that's too expensive. Okay, maybe you need to lower the price. Let's say you sell 10 of these products, out of 10 of them, let's say that 7 of them say let's say 7 of them buy and 3 of them say it's too expensive. That's when you know your price is at the right price that your market allows for you to charge. Is when 7 out of the 10 people say, and I keep on touching my hair here, this is kind of like messy. I'm gonna get a haircut later. But what I'm trying to say is that when 7 of the people say it's a good price, but 3 of them say that it's a little too expensive, that's when you know you're charging the right price. So now to the point which is really cool, how to really maximize the profits. Okay. And I'm going to use an example from credit repair to answer this question. Because somebody asked me this question, it's like, Blade, I'm only able to get $1,000 from each client. What are some extra steps I can take in order to get more money out of those people? And now this might seem a little simple, but it's offering more products. So what I typically tell people to do is once I have a client or when they have a lead, put them into a Facebook group. Makes sense, right? This way, in the Facebook group, you can provide them more value. You can give them stuff. You can ask them questions, answer their questions. You can put up polls, figure out exactly what else they want. So, for example, let's say credit repair. Let's say that this person just bought your done for you service. Let's say that you're in your Facebook group. Let's say you're putting valuable information. Let's say that you put up a poll saying, "Hey, who wants now that attention to everybody that has great credit? Who would like to start making an extra 10K a month?" And so that person that fixed their credit said, "Yes, I would like to." Great. Now you contact that person and tell them, "Listen, what we can do is you can set you up with an e-commerce store, but that's gonna take a lot of cash flow. What we can do is we can get you some business funding. We can put 50 G's in your pocket if you pay us an extra grand. And that 50 G's, that 49 G's, you will put it into that e-commerce store. And guess what? I have a perfect affiliate, you set up a partnership with some sort of advertising company, and you say, "Hey, I have a perfect agency that can help you set up the e-commerce store so you don't have to do anything. All you got to do is pay this dude like 4 or 5 G's." Pretty cool, right? So what I'm trying to say is throughout that Facebook group, and now this differentiates between like regular social media, because in the Facebook group, it's more private. You talk with people more privately. But in your Facebook group, offer a wide range of packages. So for example, e-commerce store, teach people, sell another course on how to sell a course on how to sell that real estate, whatever, flip houses wholesale, teach people how to do that stuff, sell courses on how to do that. Bring in affiliates into that Facebook group. We're experts, so you don't have to do that work. Where experts can teach these courses, or teach webinars on those, or bring an expert, or get everybody in your Facebook group, do an event for 2 weeks from now where they can either do it online or they drive down to like a convention center in like Miami or something, somewhere nice where people actually want to go to, because those will actually sell a lot of tickets too as well, except for Corona sometimes it's kind of iffy, but as do sell a lot of tickets when you have a nice event somewhere nice. And say you rented a convention center, you're gonna have a bunch of experts. You're gonna have a real estate expert. You're gonna have an e-commerce expert, a marketing expert, and all they have to do is pay like $2,000 to get in. People are love that stuff. People eat that up. They'll fly out to the convention center, and they will utilize those services. And you really don't have to do any extra work. These people will pay you. You pay the experts to go on the stage and do that. All you do is a middleman. You organize that stuff. What I'm trying to say is organize multiple different services, offer multiple different services. So another service that you can offer is what I tell people on their credit repair business to do, and you can utilize this for any business that you have, is that you have a little upfront package, right? So the upfront package is just to get them in, because a lot of people, maybe they don't feel comfortable with spending $1,000 with a company that they just met. Maybe they don't have it yet. So offer them a little upfront offer, a $47, $97 package that gives them like a cheap ebook that gives them a lot of value so that they trust you. And the point of that is to give them a lot of value so they trust you. Well, once they get the ebook, they put them in the Facebook group, and you can really upsell them from there. I also recommend to always have multiple different products and services. So let's say that you're a credit card company and you have a done for you service. Cool. We'll also have a course just for the people that are looking to do it themselves. Everybody's different. Everybody wants to buy something different. Some people just rather have it, just give somebody money and have them do it for you. Or other people rather just give somebody money, take a course, and do it themselves. So I'm trying to say is make sure you're always offering a wide range of products. I'm not saying offer 10 products or 20 products where it's just unnecessary amount of products, and I get people confused. What I'm saying is offer enough products so that people don't get confused, but offer enough products to satisfy everybody's needs. So typically, this is kind of how I had it set up. Is I had my little upfront offer, and I charged $47 for that. It was a credit repair blueprint, very simple. Then I had a consulting. All right, I had a consulting, and I would charge maybe 2K for the month, which in a month it gives them around 3 to 4, I think 4 little consulting sessions. And so that made around like $500 per session, something like that. And but the beauty behind that consulting session is I record that, and I'd ask them a lot of questions and really figure out what they want. But I would record that, and I would take that, and I would take that recording, and I would put that in a course to later upsell. Makes sense, right? And then what I also have is my done for you service as well. And after that, if you have credit repair as well, you put them in a Facebook group and you upsell them on other things. So, for example, I put all my clients in a group, and then what I did with that is I also have another software over here, and I have two things. I have two things I could have upsold these people, well, could have, and I have been upselling people with. Is one thing was my credit repair snapshot. Okay, I was able to upsell them on my credit repair snapshot pretty much as a CRM. The other thing I could upsell them is my Funnel Hacker Labs, which is a software that has uh, funnels on demand that people can design, has a bunch of tracking software, has a heat map, and all these other goodies as well. So I can upsell them on these two different products as well. So what I'm trying to say is be creative, but make sure you're not offering too many products where it's confusing. So I had this one student where this is a good example too. I had this one student where she offered 3 different types of credit repair done for you services. And all these 3 different types of credit repair services, they looked the same, but they were priced differently. And like they all offered like kind of the same things, to be honest, but they were priced differently. And significantly priced differently. Like I don't want to say significantly, but like $100 different. One was like 600, one was 700, one was 800. So I'm trying to say with that, and there's not like they were doing like a recurring fee or different types of fees. It was just one price fee of 6, 7, 8, $800. Now the problem with that is I'm sure the business owner saw, well, I mean it did. The business owner clearly saw and it fought with me about the differences of the 3 products. But I was like, listen, bro, from a consumer standpoint, from somebody coming in completely not knowing your business, not knowing you, not knowing what you offer, these look very similar. It's can confuse the buyer. Trust me on this. Don't confuse the buyer. It's just gonna make it a harder sell, create more friction. What I'm trying to say is offer simple products or simple services that are very clear and people understand it. You don't want to confuse them because the more you confuse them, the more friction will come up and the harder it will be to get that sale. So guys, I hope this video helped you. I want to try to keep this video short. If you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, comment down below. All right. And I'll talk to you all later, guys. And I'll see you at the top. That's the top up there. Peace out.